I'm Dr. Scott Rollins. I'm the president and CEO of both Selexys Pharmaceuticals and of Tetherex Pharmaceuticals. My undergraduate was at OU in Norman. My PhD was in immunology and microbiology at the Health Sciences Center. And my research during my PhD work was at the OMRF. In 2012, we signed an agreement with Novartis Pharmaceuticals where they provided a payment to Selexys, and that payment allowed us to do a phase 2 clinical study in patients with sickle cell disease. And the deal was, at the end of that trial, Novartis would have the opportunity to purchase Selexys and the drug that we're using in the sickle cell trial called Celg1 for $665 million total. We just completed that trial in 2016. The results are nothing short of spectacular, which triggered the ability of Novartis to purchase Selexys. It's certainly by far the largest biopharmaceutical deal ever done in Oklahoma, in the history of Oklahoma. And also, it provides a significant return to those investors that, entrusted their money to Selexys and to Tetherex as well. Both OCAST and I2E put early money into Selexys when there was very little other investment. So it was critical to the success of the company to have that kind of a solid backing such that other local investors were willing to come in and put their hard-earned money into Selexys. So we were able to go out and raise, $10 million locally from high net worth individuals, and I2E, OCAST, and some other local sources of funding were critical to that. The truth is with Selexys that nothing is going away. So all of the Selexys employees have just changed to Tetherex employees. So we just keep reinventing ourselves. We'll develop a new drug for Tetherex. Hopefully we'll be able to move it through phase 1, phase 2, maybe even into phase 3 clinical trials, and then we'll sell that drug to a large pharmaceutical company. That's the model. It doesn't mean that anything leaves Oklahoma. In fact, nothing is leaving Oklahoma. We're actually bringing more and more money into Oklahoma through the model that we've developed for, sort of continued multiple drug development. Yeah. So we're already treating patients with Crohn's disease at Tetherex. So we have another drug that's targeting the selectin pathway. It's an inflammatory pathway. And we've initiated a trial in normal volunteers first and then Crohn's patients second. So we're already in the midst of treating about 15 or 20 patients with Crohn's disease with our new drug. I think for other biotechnology entrepreneurs that have an interest in starting a business, I think the environment for that has improved dramatically. I think it's much more doable today in terms of coming up with an idea, getting the support of the local finance community, whether it be the local funds or the local private investors. The angel funds, there's now 3 or 4 different angel groups here in Oklahoma, including the one that I developed for Selexys. And so I think it's a fertile environment for young biotechnology-focused entrepreneurs to come into, to be able to raise enough money to get to milestones that make your company attractive to a larger venture capitalist that's probably going to be outside of Oklahoma. I think it's very important that we developed, a drug for sickle cell disease here in Oklahoma. Sickle cell disease is a very underserved population, primarily African American. And there hasn't been a drug approved in this indication for over 25 years. So I think it's really important that we have done this here in Oklahoma. We did it with native Oklahomans in the management team. The technology was all from Oklahoma. So Selexys is a homegrown success story for Oklahoma. It's about Oklahomans. And that drug will be something for many, many years to come that Oklahomans can be proud of.